Neocons and war hawks who are calling for a U.S. military attack on Syria either don't know what the mission is, or they're pursuing a mission that is contrary to U.S. interests. When the opportunity arose to meet with him, I did so because I felt it's important that if we profess to truly care about the Syrian people, about their suffering, then we've got to be able to meet with anyone that we need to if there is a possibility that we could achieve peace. And that's exactly what we talked about. The fact is that he is the president of Syria. In order for any peace agreement, in order for any possibility of a viable peace agreement to occur, there has to be a conversation with him. The Syrian people will determine his outcome and what happens with their government and their future. But our focus, my commitment is on ending this war that has caused so much suffering to these Syrian people, to these children, to these families. That can only be pursued if two things happen. One is that we negotiate directly with North Korea and Kim Jong-un. And secondly, in order for those negotiations to be successful, we have to understand why Kim Jong-un is holding on so tightly to those nuclear weapons, because he sees them as his only deterrent from the U.S. coming in and trying to topple his regime. This provision shuts the American people out from this decision entirely by circumventing Congress's constitutional responsibility to declare war and giving unilateral power and unending authorization to counter Iran to this and future administrations without defining in any way, shape, or form what the objective really is. We've got just a few months ago the Trump administration doubling down on its partnership, on the United States partnership and alliance with countries like Saudi Arabia, who continue to be one of the biggest backers of these terrorist groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda all around the world. And he knows this because of our track record. He looks back to Iraq and how we overthrew Saddam because of false intelligence and weapons of mass destruction. He looks to Libya, and we see how even after Gaddafi was promised by the U.S. that if he gave up his nuclear weapons, we wouldn't go after him, then we went after him and took him out.